Hello, today I will be talking about 10 of the best Jean-Claude Van Damme movie fight scenes. Let's get right into it. Just a heads up, this video will contain spoilers. Watch at your own risk. This final fight scene in Double Team is absolutely insane. There is just so much stuff in this epic battle. It has a martial arts fight scene, landmines, a tiger, unnecessary product placement, explosions, and a rescue mission to save a baby. This scene is wild and you truly need to see it for yourself. The fruit market fight in Knockoff is action-packed. In this scene, Van Damme has to fight off a lot of people with weapons while trying to escape a fruit market. One of the most insane moments is when Van Damme wraps his arm with a chain so he can use it to block attacks and use it as a weapon. This is just one out of many insane moments from this movie, and I had fun watching it. Van Damme vs. Bolo Yeung is a very memorable scene in Bloodsport. In this scene, the main villain, played by Bolo Yeung, cheats in the Kumite by using a powder to blind his opponent. Van Damme's character, Frank Dukes, has to fight the main villain while being unable to see. This is when he really puts his training to good use and is able to defeat his opponent. This was a fun way to have a final battle. I recommend seeing this if you want to see a 1980s classic. Van Damme vs. Dolph Lundgren in Universal Soldier is a lot of fun. In this scene, Van Damme's character Luke Devereaux has to defeat Dolph Lundgren's character Andrew Scott. What makes this scene super fun is Dolph Lundgren's performance as the villain, and Van Damme's martial arts skills is what makes this scene super intense. Universal Soldier is an awesome movie. If you want to see two action stars battle each other, I say check this one out. Van Damme and Bolo Yeung have a rematch in Double Impact. This scene took everything we loved about the final battle in Bloodsport and made it even more intense. Bolo Yeung uses heavy barrels to attack the hero, Van Damme does a series of spin kicks, and the fight ends with an awesome explosion. It was fun to watch Van Damme and Bolo Yeung fight each other again. It is easily one out of many great scenes from Double Impact, and I highly recommend this one. The mascot fight is one of the most memorable scenes in Sudden Death. Van Damme's character Darren McCord has to fight an assassin disguised as a penguin mascot while he's on a mission to find his missing daughter. Fun fact, the penguin is a real-life Pittsburgh mascot named Iceberg. This fight scene in Sudden Death is easily one of my favorite parts. If you want a fight scene that is a little silly and doesn't take itself too seriously, this is it. We're going back to Bloodsport for this one. Bloodsport has some very memorable scenes. This is one of the most iconic. In this scene, Frank Dukes has to fight a big opponent. The way he defeats his opponent is what inspired the signature move of Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat. It's so interesting to see the inspiration of one of the most famous Mortal Kombat punches. You really need to see this movie. The final fight in The Expendables 2 is super intense. In this movie, Van Damme plays the villain and fights the main character Barney, played by Sylvester Stallone. Just like Universal Soldier, the final battle has two famous action stars fighting each other, and it is amazing. The Expendables 2 is easily the best movie in the series, and this final fight is one out of many reasons why. The fight against Attila and Lionheart is the best scene in the movie. Here, Van Damme's character Leon has to fight an insanely powerful man named Attila. To make things more intense, Leon received a serious injury earlier in the movie, which makes it even more difficult to fight. This is one of the most brutal fight scenes in any Van Damme movie. If you're looking for a fight scene that brings you on the edge of your seat, this is a good one. The final battle has to be the most intense scene in Hard Target. Van Damme's character Chance battles an army of evil hunters. This insane scene comes complete with gunfights, spin kicks, and explosions. John Woo did a great job directing this movie. Hard Target is my favorite Van Damme movie and you really need to see it. Thank you for watching. If you have any favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme movie fight scenes, let me know in the comments. Bye!